This is investigation 3.1. We're going to go through B and C. I decided to get this for you for the weekend, so here it is. So B is talking about on autos, the markup is 15% of the buy-in price. We're going to write an equation. We're going to say, all right, the markup, we're going to use M for markup. Whatever C is, I'm going to think an equal sign, is 15%. So we're going to write that as a decimal as 0.15 of, I think, multiply the buy-in price, or B. The commission, okay, look, we're talking about another piece here. So we're going to say the commission at autos is, I think, equal sign 20%. We're going to write that as a decimal of the markup. And so of, again, means multiply. M is our thing for markup, our variable for markup. Juan wonders whether he will get higher commissions at Carlos or at autos. So, Otto bought a minivan for $20,500. Well, this right here is telling me that's my buying price, which means that's going to go in here for B. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go through, before doing anything else, we're going to figure out what is the commission that Juan would get. So it says, at which dealership would Juan make a higher commission on the minivan? We're going to deal with autos right now, find his commission. So we're going to put that buying price in here. So I know that my markup is equal to 0.15 times the buying price. If I go through and I calculate that, I go 0.15 times 20,500, and I said the markup is equal to $3,075. I'm now going to take this M and it's going to be put into this equation right here. So I know that the commission at autos is going to equal to 0.2 times the markup, and we saw the markup was $3,075. And if I go that number times 0.2, then I get a commission of $615 at autos. Now, I need to compare the price of autos commission that he has to the price of commission at Carla's. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to say Carla's has a commission that is 25% of the markup, and she knows the markup is 10% of the buy-in price. My new equation for Carla's is now going to become the markup is equal to 10% of the buy-in price, and the commission is equal to 25% of the markup. The math is going to be the exact same. We put this $20,000 in for B. We solve for M. So we put that M over here, and we solve for C. I'm going to let you guys do that one on your own. You would explain by saying whichever value he makes more money at is the one that he would have the higher commission. So look at number 2. In this unit, you have compared quantities in many ways. Write 2 statements comparing Juan's commission on the minivan if he works for Carla to his commission if he works for autos. Well, based off what we just found, we can look at both equations. And so let me go ahead and put Carla's equation back up there. And we see it. This is Carla's equation. And then we know that auto's equation says the markup is 15% of the buy-in price, and the commission is 20% of the markup. So we can compare a few things. We can say that the commission at Carla's is greater in comparison to the markup. We can talk about how at autos the commission is less because it's a lesser percent. We can talk about that the commission at autos the markup is going to be greater because this is greater, or we could talk about at Carla's, the markup value is going to be less because that's here. You just did math to figure out which commission would actually give me more based off of these two percentages. And so that's what we'd be looking for in that one. If you look at the next one, for C, Juan takes a job at Autos. Good for Juan. And Auto is a luxury sedan for sale at the selling price of $20,700. So this is the selling price. Now remember, I know that this selling price is equal to the buying price plus the markup. What was Auto's buying price for the luxury sedan? Well, we have to think about the information that we just saw. We saw that the markup is equal to what was it? Is 15% of the buy-in price. So if I'm thinking about how can I solve for one of these, I need to work my way backwards. And I say, oh, my selling price is $20,000. I'm going to put this number in here. For my selling price is $20,700. Is equal to the buy-in price plus the markup. Well, this is where we're going to start using some substitution in our math. And we're going to see that I know the markup is 0.15b. And we're going to keep working with the equations, and we're going to see that we want to have the same variables in our equations. In this case right here, I have two variables. I have b and I have m. If I substitute this value, which is my markup, in here, what I now get, I haven't touched this buy-in price, so I still have 1b. And now I'm adding this value here of 0.15 b's. Now, if you think back to what we talked about in class, when we talked about sales tax, about adding numbers, we're seeing that I have 1b and I have 0.15 b's, which means total I have 1.15 b's. Gives me $20,700. And now using the fact family, I can see that b is going to equal $20,700 over 1.15. Breaking out my trusty calculator, because I have shown my work on my paper. I can go that right there, and I get a buy-in price that is equal to $18,000. Otto offers a different discount on his cars. Good for Otto. 15% off all cars this week. Devon dealership, we finance. Juan says Otto takes 15% off the luxury sedan. The discounted selling price will be the same as the buying price. There will be no markups, so Juan will not get a commission. Do you agree with Juan's reasoning? Well, if we take 15% off the $20,700 luxury sedan, I should probably figure out what 15% is. So I would say I have 20,700. Excuse me. I would say I have 20,700, and I want to find what 15% of this number, of means to multiply. So we're going to multiply by the 0.15, and I see that 20,000 times 0.15 gives me $3,105. Now, that is the value that we are taking off. So then I need to say 20,700 minus 3,105. And I get a price of $17,595. So if I take 15% off of this price, I get $17,595. He is saying that that is the same as the buying price And so we would have to compare this value that we just got here compared to the price that we just got for number 1. Do we agree with his reasoning? That is up to you to say, comparing this number and this number, do you agree with him? All right, if there's any other questions, shoot me a message. I probably won't get it today, but we can definitely talk about it in class tomorrow.